Jordan wrote, "Breaking. Joe Biden is currently holding a Vegas fundraiser with some Republicans. One is Greg Brower, a former Nevada state senator and federal prosecutor. While a U.S. prosecutor, Brower was cited for misconduct for sexual discrimination and retaliation." And the link that Jordan was referring to is from the Reno Gazette-Journal. FBI liaison Greg Brower cited for misconduct from his time as federal prosecutor in Nevada. And this was published July 17th, 2017 by the Associated Press. The former top federal prosecutor in Nevada has been cited for misconduct in an 8-year-old sex discrimination case. The U.S. Equal Employment Opportunity Commission determined earlier this year that a former female prosecutor was subjected to sex discrimination and retaliation while Greg Brower was in charge of the U.S. Attorney's Office in Nevada from January 2008 to October 2009, the Las Vegas Review-Journal reported Thursday. Brower, remember, this is a guy who is one of the hosts of this fundraiser that Biden attended, and it was for him yesterday, Tuesday. Brower is currently the FBI's top liaison with Congress. He no longer is, by the way, during its investigation in Russian election meddling. He is also a former Nevada legislator. The 8-page decision by the commission issued May 19th was obtained by the Las Vegas Review-Journal. It supports an administrative judge's opinion that Brower acted hostile toward the prosecutor after she complained that he made a sexist remark. It also criticized the office for being slow to transfer her after she made the report. While acts of discrimination and retaliation are no doubt common within the federal service, it is extremely rare to see such a finding against the U.S. Attorney's Office, which is charged with upholding the laws of this country, said Las Vegas attorney Adam Levine, who has advised clients in the federal equal employment opportunity process. If any agency should be aware of the prohibition against retaliation, it is the U.S. Attorney's Office. Brower and a spokeswoman for the U.S. Attorney's Office declined to comment. Under the decision, the Justice Department will have to pay the former prosecutor a total of $287,998 in legal fees, costs, and damages. Brower and other managers involved in the case are required to attend anti-sex discrimination and retaliation training. The U.S. Attorney's Office is expected to post the order explaining the commission findings and submit a client compliance report. It is unclear whether Brower will be disciplined now that he is working for the Department of Justice again. Oh boy. The last thing that Joe Biden should be doing is surrounding himself with someone who has gotten in trouble for sex discrimination and making sexual remarks. Remember that Biden has been accused by several women. I believe at last count it was 8 women, and there are countless photos and videos of many more women and children who he has sexually harassed. He has sniffed women's hair, he's grabbed them by the shoulders, he's given them unwanted massages, he's given them kisses, he's, hugged them, he's breathed on them. I mean, he gets very close to women who don't want him close to them. So the fact that he attended this fundraiser with Brower is highly disturbing, and that connection is something that the media should be reporting on. But they're not reporting on it. They're not reporting on anything. This fundraiser has gone mostly unnoticed by the media at all. But here at Status Quo, we noticed, and that's why we're reporting on it. Can't get by us, Biden. So let's go back to Jordan's tweets here and see what else is going on with these people. He also followed up that first tweet by saying the Justice Department had to pay the former female prosecutor a total of $287,998 in legal fees, costs, and damages. Brower and other managers involved in the case are required to attend anti-sex discrimination and retaliation training. So that's a quote from that article that we just read. And Jordan goes on to say, but shed no tears for Brower. He is now with DC's mega lobbying firm, Brownstein Hyatt Farber Schreck. Shrek seems to be an apt name. So here we have the page of Brownstein, Hyatt, Farber, Schreck. We have Gregory Brower, who's a shareholder. They give his biography and all that. So he's landed okay, even through his sex discrimination case and through all of the terrible things that he has done. And, you know, he's a powerful Nevada figure. We have joining Brower at the fundraiser is MGM CEO Jim Murren. It might be Murin, who is currently in the process of laying off 1,000 workers while making nearly $15 million in compensation. Gotta love these progressive Joe Biden surrounds himself with. First of all, even before we read about what's wrong with Jim Murin, I'm going to assume it's Murin. I apologize for not getting that pronunciation before going on, but I know you'll forgive me. Surrounding himself with the CEO of MGM, a mega power in the United States, is not surrounding himself with the people. If he wants to have grassroots like other candidates like Bernie and Tulsi and Mike Gravel and Elizabeth Warren, he needs to actually surround himself with grassroots people, not have these high dollar fundraisers surrounded by people like the head of MGM.
Out front tonight, chaos at the White House. President Trump's deputy chief of staff, his communications director, is
just because of their connection to President Trump. And I know you've been saying...
We learned recently that Donald Trump threatened to sue his former schools if...
Tired of hearing about Trump 24/7? Become a member at statuscoup.com for only $10 a month. Click the notification. With your help, we can start the media revolution.
And before Bernie went on stage, I spoke with his supporters online here, and you really get that feeling from